What's happening, everybody? Welcome to today's video. And in today's video, what I want to give an example of is the realities of managing a trade. It's definitely both a mental and emotional pull that happens. So I want to kind of give an example and let you guys know, some learning points from what I've been through in my career. So this is what's known as a bearish bat pattern. I took this trade this morning in the live room, and I don't really even want you guys to focus on what the pattern is, but more the emotional pulls of managing your trades. So I got filled right up here in this wick. I had target 1 down here, stop loss up here. As you can see, I hit targets pretty quickly. After I hit targets, I did this. I had a second position on. I took half the position off, moved my stops to break even, and had 32 pips for the take profit 2. But what do we notice happened? After hitting target 1, this very next candle came and did what? It stopped me out at break even, right? And so when I was first in my trading career and really new to the markets, I'd get frustrated in this situation. And then the very next trade, what would I do? I'd have the same setup. I'd have take profit 1 here, take profit 2 here. But I would remember the most recent trade I took, and I wouldn't take profits off at the first targets. I would have the emotional belief that profit 2 is going to get hit now because it did on the last trade. So the market would do this. It would come down. It would hit my take profit 1. I wouldn't take any money off the table. I'd get within, let's say 3 to 5 pips of my second take profit before price would then do this. It'd roll back out, reverse, and stop me out for what would be 10 pips. So the realities of it is this. People ask me all the time, hey, how do you become a full-time trader? And in my opinion, there's 2 things. One is it obviously takes capital. But 2, it's all about consistency. It's all about consistent execution. Because if this trade, let's say I didn't take target 1. Yeah, I might have made some more profits at the end of the day. But my trading career is not based off one single trade, right? My trading career is based off the way I manage my trades over a month, over a quarter, and then over a year. So you need to do the same things. And you need to understand that sometimes you're going to do this. You're going to move your 16 pip take profit. You're going to take it off the table. And then the very next hour, you're going to get stopped out at break even. And then the very next hour, you're going to come down and hit what would have been your extended targets. At the end of the day, this stuff happens. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter what strategy you trade, you teach. It doesn't matter. The market is not made for us to make a bunch of money, right? The market is not made for us to really even put rules around. So that's why it's us as traders, it's our job to figure out a disciplined, consistent approach to the market to put the edge or probabilities in your favor. So what I rely on now is I remember times back in the day when I would not take my take profit 1, I would have too much belief that secondary profits are going to get hit, and I would have lost money on what would have been a winning analysis. And so that's the keys I want you to take. I would have lost money on what would have been a winning analysis. So this 16 pip winner would have ended up being a 10 pip loser, right? Which would have been, at least a 16 pip swing or a 26 pip swing. So I want you to do this. I want you to go through your trades. Here we are in October. I want you to go through the trades you took in September. I want you to look at your target 1s. And I want you to think about, did you take your profits off where your initial take profits were at? If you didn't, I want you to review. I want you to review how many of those ended up being losers and how many of those might have ended up, stopping you at a break even, whatever it was. But I think if you can review your trades and look at yourself honestly, I think you'll see so many times where you might have had a take profit get hit that you didn't take off the table because of a specific emotional belief you had in that one specific trade that was going to make you a bunch of money, right? How many times have you guys had the feeling where, hey, this is going to be the trade. This is going to be the trade to pay my rent, to buy this car, to take my wife to dinner, to buy the J's, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, the market is not made to do that. It's made to give you an edge over a series of trades. So find something that works for you. Find a system that you can stick with. Practice it consistently, and I promise you, you'll improve yourself as a trader. Hope this makes sense. Best of luck to you guys. Enjoy the rest of the week.